What is the perfect crypto gaming portfolio that can make you rich in 2024? We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about alt season as well as some very important things you need to keep in mind, and we're starting right now. So everyone's talking about alt season, everyone's talking about their favorite gaming tokens. But the question is, what's the perfect crypto gaming portfolio that can give you massive amounts of gains with the best upside potential? But also, are we indeed getting into an alt season? Now, to answer your second question, we actually called the alt season or mini alt season some time ago. And we did this before anybody else using the Solana and Bitcoin pair instead of the top three or the Bitcoin Ethereum pair that most people use. So we got into altcoins early. Now, if this is going to be a mini alt season or a full-blown alt season, that still remains to be seen. One thing is for sure though. Even if this is a mini alt season and it's cut short, alt season will eventually come and gaming tokens, they're going to blast off. So with that said, what would be the perfect crypto gaming portfolio so you can be diversified and get the best possible results? Because you want to be diversified. You don't want to just hold one cryptocurrency like an XRP Army Maxi with no shirt and can't afford to buy ice cream.
Hey man, you're in the XRP Army? Yeah. You think that the XRP is going to go to 10,000, 25,000, 50,000, making you rich? Of course. It doesn't matter what you think!
So what is a crypto gaming portfolio and what would that gaming portfolio look like? So essentially you have your blue chips or high caps, your mid caps, and your low cap gems. And what you want to be doing in that portfolio is taking profits from low caps to mid caps and mid caps to high caps and hopefully sell the top by the end of the bull market. Now there is a strategy on how to do this, but that's for another video. But do check out my links down below. I have courses, I have free webinars that you can check out. As a matter of fact, I'm developing an amazing crypto course right now that's available for pre-sale. I'll leave the link in the description and also in the comment section for you to check out. So, with that said, let's get started. First up, we have what we can call a blue chip in the gaming sector, and that is IMX. If you look at IMX on the weekly, you can see that we held support right here and we're currently going up. I'm looking to break 150. That is resistance. Go to the monthly here and you will see that we're about to break all-time highs or recent highs. Go to the yearly here, and as you can see, we're pretty close to the all chart and you can see the upside potential. So if we break here, if we break 1.6, which I think we will, and also break 2.7, that's a range you can trade in, by the way. But once we break out, we can have huge potential upside. Basically, you can see Immutable X as a blue chip in the gaming industry. Now keep in mind, and not many people are talking about this, but keep in mind you also want to be holding Solana, Avalanche, and maybe Polygon. And the reason is, once gaming projects start taking off, a lot of people are going to be looking for the cryptocurrencies, the gaming tokens that haven't pumped yet. And they're going to be looking at other chains. And these chains are prime for gaming tokens. And by the way, make sure you watch till the end of the video, because not only am I going to give you a crypto gem that hasn't blasted off yet, that has the potential to really do incredible things, but also I'm going to give you 3 calls that no one's talking about, no one in crypto is talking about, guaranteed that are going to do extremely well. Next up, we have Axie Infinity, and yes, I know this cryptocurrency is very old school. There was a lot of drama, but look at this action on the daily. Go to the weekly here, and you will see this on the upside, and it just broke this resistance area. So we should see it coming up to 6.31, and if it breaks that, we can see the range from 6.1 to 6.7 here, and if you go to the all chart, you can also see the upside potential. Now, will this hit all-time highs over here? I don't know about that, as other gaming tokens will take market share, and a lot of people want to look for new gaming tokens. They want to look for new gaming tokens, believing because they haven't pumped yet that old cryptocurrencies or old gaming tokens won't reach all-time highs or break that. That's false. Some will, and I think Axie Infinity may have that potential. But even so, resistance area at $71 here, a nice 10x is very possible for Axie Infinity. Next up, we have GFAL, or Games for a Living. And we've been talking about this gaming token for a while, and I still think it has a long way to go. Let's go straight to the weekly on this one, and you can see that it's working this range over here near all-time highs. Go to the monthly, you can confirm that yearly. And look, we're right at the top here. And if you further look back in charts, there is none. We're at the top. So if GFAL breaks out, this will be blue sky breakout. Blue sky breakout meaning no resistance, and it's in price discovery. So it can go up very, very high. Talking about blue sky breakouts, we have a Miria here, and Miria is down here to the support. Go to the monthly here, and you will see that it actually is holding pretty well. It might go a little lower. Go to the yearly though, and you will see this massive cup and handle that we were talking about, or potential cup and handle here that we were talking about in previous videos. We broke out, and I do think we're gonna retest this area over here. That said, that is the top, so it might meet its top here. Relatively a new gaming token, and I think it's going to do very, very well. Or at least the potential, the upside potential with Miria is worth the risk, and I think it's going to do very, very well. Next up, we have Decentraland or Sandbox. You can choose either one of these, and granted that Metaverse plays, but they're still associated to gaming. Looking very good here on the daily. Let's go here to the weekly. You can see it broke resistance right here, going for a next up run. Go to the monthly, and you can see resistance at 44 cents over here and 42. So 42 to 44 cents resistance, breakout, and if it breaks out 50, go to the yearly right here, upside potential. I think this cryptocurrency gaming coin is going to do very well. I do think we're going to go to 80 cents. That's a 2x. Go to the all. I do think we have potential to go to all-time highs of $5 here, but if not, I do think we're going to meet 2.8, giving you a good profit margin for Decentraland. And again, you can choose Decentraland or Sandbox here. They're both competitors, and they should both go up competitively once the narrative is set in. I've explained why in other videos. I've explained why companies need to get in, but let's move on with this video because I don't want to waste time. I have such important things I want to tell you. Next up, we have Vulcan Forged, or PYR, and I do think this is going to make a comeback here. Look at the weekly. We can see it's going to retest this range, or retesting this range over here, and if it breaks out, I think it's going to do very, very well. We had an inverse heads and shoulders over here. We have a W formation over here. It's looking bullish. Go to the monthly. We can see it needs to break $7.50, and once it does that, we can actually see it has amazing upside potential, and I do think it's going to retest all-time highs, but if not, we're looking at least $19, which should give you a 2 or 3x over here. But I do believe it's going to go higher. I do think it's going to meet all-time highs. Let's see what happens once a gaming narrative sets back in for good. Next up, we have Nakamoto Games, and as you can see, this one's migrating to the Polygon blockchain. So what we said before about other blockchains, this is actually a good candidate. You can see a bottom formation here on the daily. Go to the weekly. You can see we're actually very bullish. We're broken out over here. Go to the monthly, and I think we're near all-time highs. Let's confirm that. Yes, recent all-time highs. So if we break $1.05 over here, we can go up to at least $5 or $6. And I do believe we're going to break this and go to blue sky breakout once the gaming narrative breaks in. This is, of course, a riskier play, but I think it's going to do very well. By the way, a lot of these cryptocurrencies, a lot of these gaming tokens like GFAL, like Miria, are taking market share from Gala. So let's see how that plays out. And yes, Gala should be in this portfolio as well, but I'm not going to chart it. We've talked about it too many times. Next up, we have Veracity doing well on the daily here. Go to the weekly over here. We can see we need to test and break 79 or 0.0079. Go to the monthly. You can basically see the range from that 0.79 to the 0.86, and if we break that, massive upside potential here. And yes, I do think we can get to at least 0.051 over here, and yes, we may even retest all-time highs. This is an old play. People want to get into it because it's cheap. It has some sort of own narrative about it, but generally speaking, you want to be taking profits fast on this one into other cryptocurrencies or gaming cryptocurrencies when the time comes. Altura over here, also in our crypto gaming portfolio. Go to the weekly over here. You can see a bottoming formation or potential one. Go to the monthly, pretty close to the recent all-time highs of 0.069. Let's see if it gets there. And if it breaks out, you can see its potential over here. I do think we're going to go to at least 0.18 once this kicks in. And yes, there is a potential retest of 0.30, maybe even 0.42. Now, Altura is on the Binance chain, so it plays with our narrative of getting into other blockchains, which I mentioned earlier on. So Altura is a great candidate for this crypto portfolio. Now let's go on and look at some potentially more interesting gaming tokens here. Next up, we have Illuvium, and we've seen proof of concept that it will run with a gaming narrative because we have seen the pumps here. Go to the 7-day over here, and you can see it's actually doing very well. Go to the monthly, close to recent all-time highs at 110, and if it breaks that, very large potential for it to go up. I do think it's going to go at least to 668 over here, a 6x, but let's see if it can challenge all-time highs. Look, I do think that Illuvium is going to take off, as well as UFO, by the way, in an alt season or full-blown alt season. If not this one, the next one when the gaming narrative takes off. So make sure you have Illuvium in your portfolio. And now we have a potential gaming gem that we can get in early, and it's called GameSwift or G-Swift over here. Now, if you go to the weekly chart over here, you will see it's been breaking all-time highs consistently, and this is a new or relatively new gaming token. I mean, we saw some volume here, we saw some volume here. These are the people in the know getting in, if you will, and we've broken out. And right now, we're sitting at about 30 cents, and if we break 30 cents, we have blue sky breakout, and I think it's going to do another run just like this one over here, and potentially more. So as you can see, it's a new cryptocurrency. It broke this support right here, broke this resistance over here back in August, and right now it's just going up. As a matter of fact, we are in blue sky breakout. We are theoretically in blue sky breakout, and it can break again. So let's see how this does. This is a potential gem. This is, of course, a risk play, but a small position could do a lot for you here. Now, I want to talk to you about 3 gaming coins that no one's talking about. They're going to blow your mind, that can do very, very, very well. And those are Fetch.iao, Agix, and Veil token. But Paul, these are not gaming tokens. Paul, these are AI tokens. What are you talking about? Is this some sort of mistake? No, it's not a mistake. Hear me out. If you watch my videos, you know I predict a lot of sectors. I predict a lot of things. We predict a meme coin season. We predicted AI season using trend stacking. And trend stacking is when you take a trend, another trend, and put your own innovation on top of it. Instagram is a product of trend stacking. Facebook is a product of trend stacking. And I'm looking at the next narrative being gaming with AI. I mean, imagine a game like The Sims, including AI, where you literally get to play God. Or even Populous, where you literally play God in the game, but there's AI, you have NPCs using AI, and you actually control the world. Granted, you need to be a little bit old like me to remember that game, but I do see that game making a comeback from a different company, obviously giving you the powers to play God with AI. Now, do I think this is going to happen in this bull market? Do I think AI gaming will be available to actually play? No, I don't. But I do think that companies are going to use this in their marketing and roadmap, and this will bring them attention and massive gains. So that's a prediction from the Crypto Factor. Now, that said, this is a crypto gaming portfolio and needs to be tweaked over time. We're still in the early stages of this bull market. So yes, we can adapt this. We're going to adapt this, put some game coins in, take some game coins out. For that, make sure you subscribe down below so you don't miss those videos so you can stay updated. Now, if you're wondering what the perfect general crypto portfolio would look like, make sure you watch this video right here. You don't want to miss that video. Make sure you watch it and don't forget to subscribe down below and hit the bell notification button, and I will see you in the next video.